Greetings, Caffeine Rage here with a bit of a channel update. I'm going through a couple scheduling changes that I want to go over. No, I'm not going on hiatus again, thankfully. But we're looking at the ending of Isaac. Unfortunately, I'm having some severe recording issues, and it's just preventing me from playing Binding of Isaac at all on the channel. I'll run a quick clip right now just to show you what's going on. Basically, something somewhere in my recording setup broke, and Binding of Isaac has always been very temperamental, to the point that now anytime I try to record it with the exact same settings that I've recorded the last 130 episodes of Binding of Isaac with, it does the same slowdown that it does with all my other video recording programs. As you saw, the timer was running at half speed for every second that passed. In game, it would take 2 seconds of real time to go by. Now, while this would have greatly increased my skill since I was playing at half speed, and I could just speed up everything in post and add the music back since the music was playing at full speed for some reason, that hardly seems fun to play. Isaac already takes a fair amount of time to play, and trying to play it taking twice as long? No thanks. So, I'm going to be shelving Binding of Isaac for a while. I will toy around with it some more once I'm less frustrated with the whole situation, because, well, if you listen to the Video Game Logic podcast, you already heard me talk about spending several evenings trying to fix this. And since recording that, I've spent a couple more evenings just toying around with it and trying to figure out what broke, what updated, what happened. And I've gotten nowhere. So, Isaac's going on the shelf. If he comes back, he will come back in the Sunday Sampler as an occasional thing, which brings me to the other scheduling change. A while back, I was doing my Quick Look series, and I realized that I didn't exactly have the library to support a first impression series. So I've been poking around, and I've actually started receiving some review copies on top of just random games that don't really fit into the Let's Play format, at least for my channel. So I've been wanting to bring back the Quick Look series, but I didn't want to make it a definite weekly thing. So thus, the Sunday Sampler was born. The Sunday Sampler is going to be sort of a compilation of the Quick Look series and other little one-offs or short series. Games that, are good for a half an hour or so of just bullshitting around and talking about, but doesn't really fit the whole minimum like 5 or 6 episode Let's Play format. I've only done one game that would have been shorter, well, that was shorter than that, and that was Tiny and Big Grandfather's Leftovers, if I recall correctly. I think that's the full title. But I've been wanting to avoid doing very, very short series in the full Let's Play format, just because it doesn't feel right to, do 1 or 2 episodes and then rotate around to another thing. So the Sunday Sampler will be home to that. It'll be home to the Quick Look series. There's a couple other plans I have for it, which I'm not quite ready to divulge yet. But it's going to be, a little bit of everything, just something interesting, and a way to bring back the Quick Look series as well without having to commit to it weekly, since I can do other things with that slot as well. So that's the plan for the Sunday Sampler, which will be starting this week, with a quick look of a game which I'm blanking on the title now, which doesn't really say a lot about the game. But I guess you'll find out Sunday on that one, huh? And since we do have an empty slot in the schedule now, which brings me down to 6 videos a week on 6 days a week. Yeah, 6 videos on 6 days a week, since I'm doubling up on Friday with the Video Game Logic podcast. We'll tease a little bit that I do have a plan for the Wednesday-Saturday slot. I'm just not ready to divulge it yet, but it's going to be interesting. I had a plan all along for the ending of Isaac, and what I'm going to be replacing it with isn't what I originally planned for it, but I think you're going to enjoy it nonetheless, and my original plan for the ending of Isaac will still carry out. I'm probably looking at somewhere around June before it's ready, though. Yeah, somewhere in the May to June area, just because it requires a lot of front-end work and a lot of testing. And no, I'm not going to give any more teasers except for that. But I think you'll enjoy it. It's something that's been requested. I'll give you that much of a teaser. But with my own personal spin on it. It won't be a typical Let's Play series. But, well, that really wraps up things. I'll go over the rest of the schedule. SteamWorld Dig, I did have a few technical difficulties with it as well, which made me think it was OBS and not Binding of Isaac originally. So there's going to be a couple episodes that are a little iffy on quality-wise, but that series will continue out and play out probably in a couple weeks. I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to the end of it, even though it's a little hard to always tell with these type of games, especially SteamWorld Dig, which really encourages you to go, play bowl for a while. And beyond that, Darksiders is continuing on rather nicely, even though I'm still having some FPS issues there as well. Yeah, a lot of FPS issues in general, huh? I'm not sure what really to think about that, other than I probably need to upgrade my hardware, but yeah, I think that was more just my AMD hardware than just being out of date, which, wow, hardware is severely out of date and is in need of an upgrade, but beside the point. Anyway, Darksiders will continue on. I'm just now getting to the second dungeon, and the dungeons in that game last rather long, so looking for that to last a few weeks before I'm out of that. I'm in the water temple, essentially. It's fun times. And that really wraps up the update. Subscribe if you wish to see any of the series I talked about, or my planned series for the Wednesday-Saturday slot, or what I have planned come this summer. And, well, I'll catch you next time.